Shalom. Kol halayim la Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, to the Akim doing the work in truth and sincerity, as well as the few Akwat that listen and learn. This is Brother Shawar with a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Just a quick hit and something I was meditating on, and this lesson is inspired by a conversation I had last night with one of my friends in the world. And, pretty much we were just talking about, the situation I gone through not too long ago dealing with, my ex. And pretty much she had had a child with another man behind my back, long story short. And we were just talking about pretty much life and how, it's messed up and nothing is guaranteed. You can't really, these people of the world are, they're wicked, man. All they want to do is please the flesh. Obviously it was in different terms, but pretty much that was the consensus of the conversation. So it inspired me to bring out some scriptures, because the scriptures tell us to pretty much, not put our trust and not put our faith in this world, because this place is temporal. Life isn't supposed to be the way it is right now. And Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai is coming to set things straight. Destruction is coming to this place because of the wickedness, and the complete rebellion against the ways of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. And we can see the signs that, we're close, man. We're very close to the end. That destruction is nigh, man. It's on the horizon. So, we're not to put so much into this world where these things will affect you to the point where, they put you at a, just a messed up state of mind. They pretty much put you in depression. Because, of course, being in the truth, you get tried. The Lord he chastens who he loves. So he's chastening, his hopeful elect, man. He's chastening us because he's dealing with us as sons. He's chastening us more than, your regular Israelites, those of us that are in the wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Right? So you're going to go through things and you're going to be pretty much depressed, man, a lot of the times. But we take it much differently because we have this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. We have this truth, which is the greatest thing you can have, in this world right now. Right? So I just want to get a few scriptures, man, because I know a lot of brothers and sisters go through a lot of things where it makes them feel like, it just makes it hard to do your everyday things. You're in a low spirit, but it's a balance, because the Lord does want us to be in a contrite spirit. But that being said, man, he still wants us to have confidence in the Lord. He still wants us to have confidence in him, and confidence in the prophecies, and confidence in ourselves, man, being princes of the power, and the daughters of Zion. Not in pride, but we still gotta, we're still the greatest people on the earth. And we have the greatest thing on the earth, the greatest treasure, which is the truth. So let's get this in Matthew 6:33. So this reads, "But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." So if we seek the kingdom first, and the kingdom starts with this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, man, with Sophia, the truth, getting into scripture, studying to show thyself approved, doing the lessons, doing the work, going on the highways and hedges, whatever your lot may be, and whatever portion the Lord has given you, seeking the kingdom starts with, pretty much just embracing, that lot and going all out. And eventually, man, all this is going to come back to us. Our reward is going to be so great. It's not even comparable, man. The Lord, the scriptures say it's the Lord's good pleasure to give us the kingdom. He wants to, but he just wants us to trust in him, believe in him, and do what he's commanded us to do on this side. So just put the Lord first. That's pretty much the point. Put the Lord first, because when you put other things, of this world in front of the truth, and in the forefront of your daily walk, You know, you get disappointed, man. You get let down because this is Esau's world. This is not our rest. Micah 2:10. This is not our rest, man. It's polluted. It's built to destroy us. But we came here for punishment. You know, and there's ways where you could, do things and make some money and whatever. But ultimately, you're always going to be disappointed dealing with Esau Edom's world. If it's not of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man, then it's going to come to naught. You know, and that's just point blank period, man. And that goes for, it could be your business, your job, whatever, your cars, your house. You know, and in this situation, dealing with this conversation I was had is my so-called woman. You know, because I feel like the Lord put me through that because I was putting too much, I had too much, not even, I understood how women operate, but I was just too caught up, in having that woman, because I know it was a long-term thing. It was a very long-term relationship and whatnot. But nonetheless, there's a lesson that I went through. And when we go through these certain things, man, the Lord is trying us. He's testing us, and it's testing our faith, and it's to build up our faith and for us to not get too attached to this world. That's really what it comes down to. I want to come back to this chapter, but I want to get this in 2 Corinthians, because this is the point I made earlier, that our reward, man, isn't going to be comparable to these things that we go through now. And it could be anything. We go through, you go through a lot of different things in this truth, man, because it's the demons. They attack you from all kind of angles when the Lord wakes you up. Ephesians 6 chapter tells us we're fighting against it's a spiritual warfare that we're in. We're not fighting against flesh and blood. It's principalities and the rulers of this world, the wickedness in high places, because they're putting demons on us too, man. The elites, they're sending curses on us. They're targeting us, man. So without the protection of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai on you and this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, man, you're through. And that's why you see Israel all messed up out here. Jake is all messed up out here. No guidance, nowhere to go. Because they don't have this truth. And when they go through things like this, they handle it horribly. Man, because this wisdom, knowledge, understanding is very valuable, and it takes you a long way. And that's going to continue to show, Isaiah 33:6 is a very key scripture. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get it. But this is going to show, especially in the days to come, when we hit the climax of Jacob's trouble. People are going to really understand and see how valuable having this wisdom, knowledge, understanding really is. And all this time that we, gave to the Lord to be sacrificed in order to pursue Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, to, pretty much make our calling and election sure, it's going to pay off, because the Lord is going to be with us in that day. We're making spiritual deposits right now, in our spiritual bank account. And that day we're going to be able to withdraw. These people are not going to be able to withdraw whatsoever. They don't know the Lord at all. They don't, a lot of them don't even know the name, or they're wicked. They know their heart is in the wrong place. Or they're not taking the truth seriously, whatever the case may be. But see, we have the mediator, we have the gateway, the door back to the Father, Yahweh Shai. So let's get this. I want to get Isaiah 33:6 quick, and then the 2 Corinthians. So this is Isaiah 33:6. It reads, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, is his treasure." So this is what our treasure is, man. This is what's going to guide us in those times and keep us connected to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in the days where we need him most, in the days of evil. Because the Lord is coming to bring great judgment to this place. So all these people that, have basically just done wickedness just to fulfill their flesh, who neglected the word, all these people, man, just the sinners of this world, man, which is pretty much everybody, because even we go off But we're at least trying, man, and we're seeking righteousness, man. And the Lord knows our heart at the end of the day. But this wisdom, knowledge, understanding is going to keep us stable and, again, connected to our power through faith, man, because this is the faith. Faith is also key. Scriptures also say it's impossible to please the Lord without faith, and we know faith is a gift, Ephesians 2:8. So this is going to be a great separation, man. So when we go through these things, it's for a greater purpose. And it'd be hard. I'm not going to lie, man. Sometimes it's hard to, realize that in the moment. But once you sit back, settle down, pray to the Lord, get back in the scriptures, then you realize again, okay, you snap back to reality. You snap back to what's real. And the scriptures is what's real. The scriptures is what's real. Salakia. And the Lord has shown us that many times, man. So we know, man, the Lord is doing it for a greater purpose, and he's building us to be kings and rulers of the world to come, right? So it's not all in vain that we go through this stuff, man. It's not just because the Lord hates us and he's teaching us something, and he's building us to be great, man. He's building us to be joint heirs with his son, with Yahushua. This is what's happening. This is what's happening right now, right? And everybody's gonna see it for what it really is when the Lord opens this thing up full fledged. When Jacob's trouble hits the climax, which we're about to touch. We're about to touch that climax. So let's get this in 2 Corinthians 4:16. It reads, "For which cause we faint not, but through our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. For our light affliction is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceedingly and eternal weight of glory. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are not seen are temporal. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal." Right? The precept for that is Hebrews 11:1. The faith is the evidence of things not seen, the things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen. Because we believe in something that we're not seeing yet. The faith is the kingdom of the faith is the kingdom of heaven, the promises, and our salvation, man. Revelation 11:1, us being beamed up into those chariots and delivered from the destruction, the nuclear fire the Lord is going to send to this place via World War III. See, but we can't see these things right now. These people can't see it because they don't have the faith. We can see it. We just got to wait for it. Right? But this light affliction we're going through, this stuff that we're going through right now, man, it's light compared to the glory and the promises, the blessings we're about to receive. Lord willing, we endure to the end, and we be those men, part of that number. It's not even comparable. And we always have to remember this when we go through certain things, because, if you put your trust in this world and you're not spiritual about things, man, you just get to a low place, a place where most people in this world, they end up just losing themselves. They resort to drugs, violence. They do all kind of crazy stuff, man. Because the way Esau has this world set up for you to fail, and it's very, very stressful, and it's hard, man. That's just the facts of the matter. We all know this. But with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, we have a way out. We have a way back to who we are. We have a way back to peace, which is the kingdom of heaven. But first, we got to go through these prophecies, and we're still being tested. But it's coming, man. So this stuff is light, man. Sometimes it feels hard, but it's really light. We'll be all right, man. The Lord got us. We just got to trust in him. All right, so I want to go back to that Matthew 6 chapter, and then I'll close this out unless another precept comes to mind. But this is Matthew 6 and 19. And it reads, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also." So, in other words, your heart Meaning, your mind, where your true intent and love is at should not be in the things of this world. It should not be, into your job, into a career, or, even your woman on the side or your family. And that's not to say you shouldn't love them at all and you should neglect them. Of course not. It's natural to do it, to love them, and you're going to, and take care of them. You're going to handle business and all that stuff. But it still shouldn't be in the forefront of where your real heart is at, where your real love is at, what your main focus is. Because all this stuff on this side can be taken away from you. We're still in these fleshly vessels that, these are just pretty much costumes, man. You could die, you go back to the earth, and your spirit goes back up to the Lord. But what? We're promised immortal bodies. We're promised everlasting life with spiritual power. Immortality. 1 Corinthians 15 and around the 50th verse on down. But that's coming through what? The Lord, not through this world. It's coming through the Lord. Anybody can come in and they could steal your stuff. Esau can take everything from you, everything. We don't really own anything on this side. Women included. Just to touch on, kind of connect it back to my situation. And we've been through that, But like I said, man, we get caught up in these things, and we got to remember, of why we're in this truth, man. What we're really doing, and what's the main goal. The main goal is to receive salvation and to enter into the kingdom of heaven, to be protected in the days to come, man. Because I'm telling you, when all hell breaks loose and the Lord really opens this thing up, you're not going to care about this stuff that we're going through now, man. We're going to be trying to survive, and we're going to be just we're going to be waiting for the Lord to come back to deliver us, man. It's going to be terrible out here. That's all you're going to be focused on. Your job, these women, all that stuff, man, we're not going to be thinking about it. Nobody's going to be really thinking about it. It's going to be about survival. And without Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man, there is no survival in those days. And those days are upon us. Because they're setting up the beast system right in front of our eyes. MOTB it's here, but they're going to make it, they're pretty much going to implement it, like integrate it into society and then make it mandatory. It seems to be within the next year, man, that's what's going to happen. So they're moving fast with this thing, man. World War III is still heating up more and more. The pestilence and insurrections of the people is just growing and growing. The Lord, so the prophecies, the signs are all there. So we're almost at that time. So lock in and take this stuff to heart, man, because the Lord is not playing. Scriptures tell us to seek the Lord while he may be found. Because there's going to be a time where there's a famine of the word and you're not going to be able to find him. And then it's too late. Then it's judgment and you're going to get destroyed. Right? But if we lay our treasures upon heaven, which nobody can take from you. Nobody can take this wisdom, knowledge, understanding from us. Nobody can take the promises the Lord has for his hopeful elect in this time from us. And ultimately, when we get the kingdom, Lord willing, we be a part of those, part of that number, the remnant that's saved. Nobody can take that from us. Nobody. And that holds way more weight than anything on this side that we can gain or, pursue, whatever. So just always remember to lay your treasures upon heaven, man. That's pretty much the main point of what I was getting away from, or from what I was taking away from the conversation I was having last night, man. Is getting caught up and putting too much into things of this world. Ultimately, it's just going to disappoint you. It's going to come to naught in some way, shape, or form. That's not to say, brothers could be, good in certain areas, but still, it still applies, man. You can't be too caught up in the things of this world, man. You got to be ready to lose it all. If you have, you have whatever, the Lord blessed you with certain things, enjoy it, use it, but never get too caught up into it to where, it's controlling you and it has power over you. The only thing that should have real power over you, you know, of course with wisdom, because we're still in captivity, but the only thing that should have real power over you is Yahweh Bashim Hashai and what's in these scriptures. It's temporal on this side, man. We're about to gain the eternal things, though. Because in the kingdom, everything is going to be in order. Everything is going to be right. The woman, you know, the riches, our rulership, it's not going anywhere. Right? So that's the main thing, man. So I just wanted to, you know, speak on that. And Lord willing, it was uplifting and edifying in the spirit. And I know a lot of brothers know this, but, you know, it's just good to go into these things sometimes because we all get to that point where, you know, you feel low in the spirit, but the Lord is just testing us, man. And he's building us to be even greater than what we even know. So, Lord willing, this is edifying and uplifting. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem HaKakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, and Abba Ball.